This is just for convenience. So I'm starting with a par bond. In fact, to make things even easier, I'm going to make 10,000 face value. To make calculations of percentage change mentally easy. If I increase the yield to maturity only 1 basis point, okay? All right, who remembers what a basis point is? Because I'm going to keep using these terminology. The basis point is 1% of a percent, okay? So $1 in every $10,000. That's why I put 10,000 in there. So if I go to a yield to maturity of 4.51, just 1 basis point, and that kind of move always happens, in bond markets. I lost $17, roughly, or $16.36. So that's basically 0.1634%. Remember, 1 basis point is $1 in 10,000. So that's 16.36 basis points. For a very small movement, that's a lot of money to lose. This is a 30-year bond. What if this was a 10-year bond? That effect would have been only $7.98. So for a basis points change in yield to maturity, I'm losing 0.0798% of my investment, or 7.98 basis points. But for the 30-year bond, that number was almost double. In fact, more than double. If this is a 5-year bond, I'm losing only 443. Okay? So there's kind of a direct relationship between time to maturity of a bond and the risk that you bear for change in interest rates. The longer is the bond's term, the higher is the percentage change to the value of your investment as the interest rate changes. This is called the interest rate risk. And that percentage change actually has a specific name. We're going to cover it on Monday. That's also called financial duration. Sometimes I also call it value of 1 basis point. If the yield to maturity changes by 1 basis point, what is the expected change in value of the bond? Okay, expected percentage change. But we're going to actually build a little Excel function for that. But we kind of get you started with the formula. In a sense, giving you coming attractions. Assuming I got my pen, yes I do. All right. Now, first we're going to define something called Macaulay duration. If a bond is 0 coupon, you know exactly how long it's going to take you to get your money back, right? If it's a 30-year 0 coupon bond, you're going to wait exactly 30 years. But the trouble is, when there are coupons, you're going to get some of the money in 6 months, some of the money in 20 years, some of the money in 30 years. So we kind of need a summary number. So Macaulay duration is a concept of weighted maturity. And a cash flow stream has multiple payment dates. We will actually write a VBA function to calculate it. We can do it on the sheet, but you're gonna see that I'm gonna do both on Monday. But doing it with the VBA is a lot more civilized. And you know what I feel about civilization. And the name Macaulay is the name of actual person, Robert Macaulay, who came up with the concept in 1938. I don't know why it waited until 1938, why somebody didn't think about it. I always said, those guys had it easier. They took care of all the easy stuff. All right. I'm just gonna call this, it, MACD, all right? MACD is sum I equals 1 to n. Here n is number of payments. CI is ith payment. Dollar PVI is PV of that. So you're gonna take TI times PVI and divide the whole thing the TI is time until the ith payments. Basically, for each payment, I'm gonna multiply the present value of that payment with how long it's gonna take me, and I'm gonna divide it by the whole thing. Essentially, the higher is the present value of the payment, the higher its rate, given how long it's gonna take you. Let me quickly do it as one example, then I'll send you guys home. And let me do a blank sheet. Suppose I'm gonna do just annual. 5% is my discount rate. I'm gonna do this just for 10 years. And I'm gonna get $40 each. I broke my promise that it was gonna be 10 years. But the last semester, you know what I mean. You're gonna get, it could be euros, right? This is the cash. This is the PV. I know how to calculate that. Take the cash, divide it by 1 plus the discount rate. Make sure you fix it. Raise to the power number of periods. Good old European today. Double click, fix it up. And MACD is going to be the following. Some product is a function that multiplies the elements in 2 columns. For each row, it multiplies them and adds up the products. Some product of these, not PVs, with how long it's going to take me to wait. And I'm going to divide it by some of the PVs. So in this case, it's a bit bigger. on average, I'm gonna wait 8 years and some change, or about 4 months to get my money back. But that number is also very close to what we call financial duration. In fact, for annual one, FIND is Macaulay duration divided by 1 plus yield to maturity. So FIND, roughly speaking, if yield to maturity changes by 1 basis points, what is the percentage change in terms of basis points on the value? So on a $10,000 investment, you will lose $796. That's what financial duration is. And that number is not constant. If this was a 9% one, that's going to change. Why? I'm discounting at a higher rate, so I'm making less to get my money back. Let's stop here. Remember, you send me your group requests. If I don't receive any requests from you, I'm going to put you into groups randomly. I'll let you guys sometime after dinner tonight what your groups are, and I will also post the assignment.
Have a good one.
You too.